Not diversifying your business with e-commerce is kind of like exercising just your biceps, or just one bicep. Only eating carrots, or worse, broccoli. Or what if the only food you ever ate was potatoes? All right, sorry guys. It's fine. How about wearing the same clothes every single day? Who would do that? Or dumping your entire life savings into one stock, listening to the same song for the rest of your life. Hey guys, Ken Ott here with Metacake, your e-commerce growth team. We help businesses of all sizes leverage e-commerce to create stable and healthy growth. In this video, we're continuing our Conquering Crisis series, and we're digging into a critical element that you must get right in order to be a resilient business. Now, we could go on and on about diversifying your business because you literally can't diversify enough. But in this video, we'll specifically address businesses that have traditionally sold their product through third parties. This includes any business that is dependent on wholesalers, third-party retailers, and distributors. If this is your business, keep watching because we're going to walk through 8 basic steps to transitioning your business from being fully reliant on third parties to scaling a successful e-commerce strategy. Now, for any of you whose business relies heavily on third parties, don't worry, I understand the risk and the fear that you have. After all, a lot of revenue is dependent on those relationships, and launching your own e-commerce channel can seem like a threat to them. The truth is, there is risk, but if you keep watching, you may find out that it's more perceived risk than actual risk. We work with a lot of brands in your position, and the reality is the risk of not having a healthy e-commerce channel is far greater. After all, e-commerce purchases grew by more than 18% just in the first few months of 2020, and is projected to double over the next couple years. So before we get into the steps, let's first talk about why it's so important to have a strong e-commerce channel. First, it's more profitable. E-commerce is generally the most profitable channel for any brand. For most brands, their e-commerce margins are double what they are sold through third parties. Second, you control your destiny. The power of e-commerce is that you are in greater control of your future as a business. You can more easily adjust, launch products, drive revenue, and plan for the growth of your business. Third, you're faster. Some say that speed trumps everything. The ability to quickly launch initiatives and fail fast, test new products, run promotions and sales, create branded content, communicate with your customers directly, all gives you an incredible advantage as a business. And guess what? Your young new competitors are running at light speed. Fourth, you're more stable. In the world of third-party sellers, you're reliant on a relatively small amount of accounts that place large POs. This can be great at times, but it also puts you at massive risk of becoming enslaved to certain key accounts. You're also inherently attached to the health of their business. On the flip side, since e-commerce is comprised of a large number of smaller purchases by end customers, you're much more stable as a business, and your revenue is more steady and more predictable, which means you can create healthier growth. And we like healthy growth. Fifth, you're building an asset. Because you are able to build your brand directly with the end consumer and create lasting relationships with them, you're investing into an asset with every sale that you make. And that means dividends long into the future. Sixth, you can market smarter. Attribution. It's that annoying buzzword that haunts every brand. What's driving our sales? I'm sorry to say you'll never really know, and that's actually a topic for a completely different day. But with e-commerce, it will be much more clear. You'll be able to actually run campaigns that influence sales on your own storefront, something you could never do through the other channels. Seventh, it creates healthy competition. The truth is that feeling of fear that comes from wondering if your e-commerce channel will upset your retail partners is the same that will benefit you once you build a really strong brand in the market. The more successful your brand and your direct-to-consumer strategy, the more desirable you'll be to the people that want to carry your product. Hopefully you see now why it's so important to diversify into e-commerce, as if I needed to tell you. Now let's walk through an 8-step plan for transitioning your business from being completely reliant on third parties like wholesalers to being led by a healthy e-commerce channel that you own. Let's go. Number 1, change your mindset. If your business has been around for a long time, it's likely you have some mental baggage. If phrases like, "we can't do that," or "that's just the way it's always been done," or "that's just the way it is." I'm sorry, that's a Tupac song.
No, it's an 80s song.
Anyway, if any of these are commonly uttered or sung in your boardroom, when considering challenging the norm, then this will never work. Why? Because the brands that are winning and your competitors don't have those phrases in their vocabulary. It's part of their success. It's hard, it's risky, but consider this. Is there any other way? The answer is likely no. So buck up and get going. Number 2, just start. Look, you certainly should get some leadership, guidance, and make a plan before you just go. And by the way, that's what we do, and we'd be happy to help. And yes, that's a shameless plug, but it is our video. But at the end of the day, you can mull things over forever and just never start. There are probably a ton of things to consider when launching your e-commerce channel. You can plan for years, but the truth is you just need to start. Start little, start lean, start learning. Number 3, make it a good thing for everyone. While it may not seem like it on the surface, everything you do to build your brand, grow your e-commerce channel, and market your products will help your sales in every channel, including the ones owned by your partners. It's literally a win-win. Stop thinking of it as competition and start thinking of it as addition. Number 4, give your partners preferential treatment. I don't recommend writing advantages to your partners into your contracts. That can decrease the inherent agility of e-commerce. But there are still a lot of ways that you can help your partners be more successful. Give them access to early deals, exclusive products, and marketing content. Create a dedicated website for your smaller partners to place their orders. Give visibility to your dealers and retailers on your website. You can even give incentives to dealers and distributors for sales that they drive through your store. Think of all the ways that you can help elevate your partners through your e-commerce initiatives. Number 5, create a product line strategy. You may have exclusive product deals with your current partners. If this is the case, consider launching your e-commerce channel with an exclusive line of products not sold anywhere else. This is a simple strategy that many brands use as a first step. Number 6, do marketing. The power of e-commerce is having greater control over your sales. And the best way to do that is by getting really good at marketing, specifically digital marketing. Plan a marketing budget and begin running some campaigns. Make sure you have the right team on board to help you, or reach out to a marketing partner like us. If you've never done this before, it's important to get an experienced team helping you, as this is a key to success in e-commerce. Number 7, build your brand. Whether you decide to use your current brand or launch a sub-brand for your e-commerce experience, which by the way, many brands do, develop a great content strategy that helps your customers be successful with your product and that builds your brand voice in the marketplace. We know customers make decisions with their mind and with their heart, and one of the great benefits of owning your digital storefront is your ability to use some of that real estate to help tell your story, educate your customers, and build a relationship that lasts a long time. Number 8, maximize your customer relationships. As we've said many times before, the journey doesn't end with the purchase. However, in your current world, it sort of does, because you likely don't have access to the customer. But in e-commerce, the real win is building long-term relationships with your customers and increasing their lifetime value. That means you have to focus heavily on everything after the initial purchase. Be sure to have a great upsell and cross-sell plan. Have an effective email program that builds relationships at scale. By the way, we have a whole series on that. And educate your customer on being successful with your product. Be sure to have a solid customer service strategy with the goal of creating fans, not just one-time customers. Do this well and your e-commerce channel has a great chance of eclipsing the other sales channels and leading the way in the future of your business. Well, that's it for today. While I know there are many steps in transitioning from being sold through third parties to launching a successful e-commerce channel, these steps should help you begin to think about what that plan is for you. The most important thing is to be committed to making this happen for your business. It's the healthiest way forward. If you're not sure how to start, or you'd like a team to help you walk through this, we'd be happy to help. Just reach out on our website at metacake.com or email growth@metacake.com. We've helped some of the biggest brands in the world walk through this transition, and we'd love to help you. Want more guidance about how you can start the transition towards e-commerce? Head over to metacake.com to learn more and share this with anyone who would find it useful. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel to be notified when we release the next video in this series. Thanks, and never stop growing.
Very good. Very good.